Welcome to this edition of Safety First. I'm your host, Tim Kelly, joined today by Captain Janet Bransassy. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
To talk about a very good program the Suffolk Police, you have a lot of good programs, but this is one you have going on here. It's the drug disposal boxes that have recently been installed at Precinct 1 and Precinct 2. Okay, so someone is going, what the heck is a drug disposal box? Tell us a little bit about what this is and what this means for our citizens as far as how they can utilize this.
Well, Tim, if you recall, Suffolk participates with the DEA every year for a National Take-Back Day, and it's when we have disposal for unwanted prescription pills that are laying around houses for different reasons, and people want to know how to dispose of them. As we know, it's not safe to flush them down toilets or put them in the water system, so the police department has partnered with CVS, and CVS has provided us two drug boxes, mailboxes looking things,
right.
And citizens can come in at different hours of the day for the northern precinct at Bridge Road, 8:30 to 5 every day, and then headquarters 24 hours. And all they have to do is anonymously walk in, put their prescriptions in the box, let them in, slide them down the hole per se,
Right.
and walk out.
Okay. Now, if you talk about prescriptions, obviously, you know, we've seen those before. It's either in a bottle or some kind of thing that has all the information on there. Do you have to take that off, or is it all secure and safe?
It is very secure and safe. The box is actually fastened to the floor. There's locks on the outside and the inside where only controlled people can get them.
Correct.
You can take the prescription labels off, or you can leave them in. All medications, when pulled out, will be immediately sealed and taken to an incinerator and burned. So it will burn right along with it.
But as you noted, it's very similar to the take-back program. I think usually maybe once or twice a year, I think, participated in that. But this means, you know, all year round, someone can go into one of the precincts, as you noted during the times you noted, and handle this if they'd like to do that. Now, you talk about prescriptions. Does that also include, if people say maybe are diabetic and have needles and things like that, is that disposable through that process too, or are we really not talking about that, just the medications themselves?
Just like Take-Back Day,
Okay.
it's prescriptions. We
Okay.
at this time cannot and do not have the means to dispose of needles,
Got
so
it. Okay.
we won't be taking needles. And if people are wondering what to do with needles,
Yes.
then they can take them to a hospital, a doctor's office where they have the means to destroy those.
Got it.
But it's just any type of medications. It can be over-the-counter antacids. It can be controlled from your doctor. Any medications that are able to be disposed of can be put in there.
Okay. And of course, the benefits of doing this, one, it's something, you're not using anymore, so you want to get rid of it. You talked about, no, you don't want to flush it down the toilet because, again, that can pollute waterways and wind up in various places as a result of that, which none of them are good, so to
Right.
speak. Also, the fact if you have small children or anybody really for that matter in your home, you eliminate the access to that. It's not there. I know there's child-proof and sometimes adult-proof caps on
Right.
prescriptions, but nonetheless, if you take the item away, there's no way it's going to hurt anybody in the household.
Right.
Right.
It's a very good program. There's a lot of demand for it. Unfortunately, when people pass away and they've been prescribed a lot of medications, people have no way of disposing of them, and we give them a means to do so for free.
So again, you walk in Precinct 1 or Precinct 2, no one's going to ask you a question.
Headquarters.
Headquarters,
Headquarters
I'm
in Precinct 2.
Rephrase that, Headquarters in Precinct 2. No one's going to ask you a question. You don't have to fill out a form or anything. It's just the box, tall, big and red, I believe. We
Yes,
have a
it's
picture
very
up on the
red.
screen so you can see what it looks like if you're looking for that. So it's easily identifiable. Just walk in, drop it in, go, and you're done.
Don't have to say anything to anybody.
Okay. And of course, partnering with CVS Pharmacy, who provides these around the country to different law enforcement agencies. Just briefly talk about that partnership and maybe how this came to be to where we now can provide this service.
Well, as with anybody, everybody's working short with manpower, and DEA ran into the same situation, and that's one of the programs that had gotten cut was the National Take-Back Day. So CVS wanted to give people a means of disposing of these medications, and they came up with the grant program where they would provide these boxes as long as the law enforcement agencies installed them properly and followed all the federal guidelines when it comes to disposing of medications.
Yes.
So we thought it would be a good idea due to the demand that we get, and went ahead and got CVS to they donated the 2 boxes to us, and we got them installed, and they're ready for use.
Very good. And of course, CVS will handle the disposal of these items, correct?
We
Or how does-
actually do.
Okay.
It runs similar to if we take any evidence off the street, we will log it into our property and evidence room. We will weigh it because DEA wants to keep track of the weights.
Yes.
It's immediately sealed when it comes out of the box, and
Got
then
it.
it's taken to an incinerator and burned.
Okay, perfect. So again, it's probably safe and secure as you can have it happen in this process,
It
correct?
is.
So again, no charge for this, open to anyone really. Again, just come into either headquarters or precinct 2. You said headquarters is really 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right in the lobby, I believe.
Yes,
and
right
then
in the
same
lobby.
thing with precinct 2, but those hours are 8:30 to 5.
Right.
7 days a week or 5?
5 days a
5,
week.
so that's Monday through Friday
Monday
on that
through
one.
Friday.
Again, so thank you and the rest of the police department for offering this service. Again, it's something you don't have to wait for that media release or that information to come out for those couple days throughout the year. It's available, year round, and that's a great opportunity there. And again, to close, the reason why people would want to utilize this program, it's safe, it's secure, and it helps the environment too at the same time, right?
It does. It gives someone a place to dispose of them without sending them down the waterways.
Very good. All right. Well, Captain Brand, Stacey, thanks for spending some time with us today to talk about this program and the offerings again at headquarters and precinct 2. Just look for the big red box. You can't miss it right there in the lobby to be able to dispose of those unwanted prescriptions. Put them in there, safe, secure, will get disposed of in a proper manner. Again, thank you very much for your time
Thank
today.
you.
And thank you for watching this edition of Safety First. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. We'll see you next time.